Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping by and gracing me with your presence today. Okay, so today is February the 20th, and I am on the 21st day of my fast. And so there's nothing new going on. I'm still doing the same old routine, minus the coconuts, because I need to go back out and buy some more coconuts. And so right now, it's in the morning, the honey and the salt, and mixing that with some water. And then towards the midday, then I do some lemon or cucumber. And then after the midday is over, then it's just straight water. Okay, so this is where I am. I'm just checking in, letting y'all know that I'm still going strong, and that so far it's been a great experience. I wanted to talk about something that I found very interesting. I saw a post about somebody saying that for the first time in 1200 years, Ramadan and Lent are happening at the same time. I think Ramadan happened on the 17th and Lent started on the 18th. And then at that same time, we had I believe a lunar eclipse. Okay. And so I'm like, wow. So if you think that's a coincidence, already said that February is because of the name February means a purification. But when I started this, I just went off of what God was leading me in my spirit to do. But like I said, as I continue to go on, things start to make more and more sense. Everything came into alignment. And to me, that's agreement that there's a reason why this purification happened during this time, and why all of us all over the world are coming together on something, like this. So I was like, wow, um, for us to be on one accord, and to really, at this time, people are really enlightened about the issues in the world and the evil that's going on, that's, been taking place. And now we don't have to, act like we're, powerless to the situation anymore. Like, we really can tap into the spirit, and we can come on board together so that we can really be the light beings that we're supposed to be in this world, and change things for the better. Okay. I want to share another post that I saw, which was, I said fasting, works. Fasting is a excellent way for you to reconnect with God, and to cleanse and let him really tend to your spirit, right? So this post that I saw, there was a guy who said that there was a struggling restaurant, and and he that reached out to him, but he wanted to come in disguise because he didn't want them to know that he's reviewing their food. And he said that they had somebody pass in their family, and since that person passed, from running the restaurant, it's been kind of like a struggle on the family. And so then not really pulling any customers in. So he comes in and he tries the food, and then he gives his honest opinion. And then he walks up to the guy, and he's like, okay, how much he's paying for the food. And the guy is telling him how much his ticket is, and he begins to pay. But the guy, he looks at him, he's like, are you all right? And the guy was like, yeah. He says, I'm fine. He's like, I don't know, you're not looking too well. And he goes, it's Ramadan. and then he pats his stomach. And so he go, oh, okay. He said, okay. So he leaves him a tip, a pretty big tip or whatever. And so he said, I'm going to send some of my friends. Now, this guy, he's wonderful. He uses his influence to help other businesses, smaller businesses gain, attraction. And so that's a beautiful way to use your influence in the world to help others, right? So when he says his family, he's talking about his followers. And so I went down to the comments, seeing if anybody went down to the restaurant since. And then somebody said, have y'all been down to the restaurant? And in the comments, it's like, yeah, we went down there, but we couldn't get in because it was packed out. Isn't that wonderful? It was packed out. I was like, "Ooh, look at God. Look at God." And so, in the midst of his Ramadan, his journey, you know, uh, you know, Source fulfilled a need. And so to me, when you have a heart and you have that humbleness and that willingness to do something, even though it can be difficult. Yes, it can be difficult to fast and work at the same time and do the things that you need to do, but your heart still wanting to go forth and do that and dedicate that, there's something special in it. And so I hope to see. I know that I came across that for a reason. Okay. So, the blessing that the restaurant was packed out and during that time and it was popping, I'm like, wow, that's a great, it was a great thing. It was a blessing to experience and to watch. And so I hope I find more videos of testimonies of people during their fast, speaking about the kind of experiences that they're having during their fast and stuff like that. So that's it. That's all I have today. And so I am going strong in this. It's been very difficult at times because it's like just wanting to eat something, just wanting to taste something that tastes like something. uh yeah, it's hard, but like I said, with your cucumber and your lemon, you know it does help. I do feel like I'm not in a struggling mode. I'm more like in a coasting. Like I'm just coasting along. Yes, I have thoughts about food and things like that, and you're supposed to, divert your thoughts and pray and think on other things. But it does happen. And so yeah, so it happens. And I'm on my 21st day and I'm hanging in there to the end. Okay? So check back in with me and we'll talk some more. All right? Bye.